now that a lot of your freedoms are back. Things are really opening up for you. I hope it's been amazing and you've been celebrating, hanging out with people. I want to talk with you a little bit, though, about some of the things that you told yourself when you couldn't do stuff during the pandemic, that you told yourself it's going to be different, what you were going to do once you had some of your freedom back, once you weren't feeling so limited. Because I imagine that you've got some of those things that you haven't quite accomplished yet. And it's okay, I'm not here to give you a tough time. What I want to do is talk with you about two things I imagine are going on with you. One has to do with your attitude, which really really is affected by your mindset. And the other thing is how you're talking to yourself about it, your language, which really is how our mindset sort of operates on our life. So I want you to bring to mind right now, if there was something that when you were stuck on your couch, really feeling like things just were not possible because of things outside of you, and you said, oh, I can't wait until after. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, have a job that is more fulfilling. Or maybe you had a health goal, which you just hadn't worked on yet. And maybe even during the pandemic, you put on some weight. But you said, no, okay, listen, right now I get it. I'm kind of low. I'm kind of bummed out. But once it's done, once I can get to a gym, once I can go and be with my people again, the people that I love to walk with or work out with, then I'm going to do it. If you haven't, it's okay. But listen in to what you've been telling yourself. So why haven't you done it yet? Why haven't you done it? Now, if you really want to have this be something that you put into practice, I encourage you right now to grab a sheet of paper, and I want you to write in the left-hand side of it. Pick one thing that you really, really thought about a lot during the pandemic that you just haven't gotten started on yet. And I want you to write down everything that you're saying right now, all the reasons why you're not doing it. I don't have the money, or I don't even know how to get started. Or a big one for me sometimes in the past is I don't really feel like it. Maybe I really don't want it as much as I thought I did. That's a big one that's happened to me in the past where I sabotaged myself. Now what I want you to do, we're going to talk about the power of your language, what you tell yourself about this that has you still not getting into action on it. I want you to look at the right-hand column, and I want you to write next to every single one of those things you said in the left-hand column what you be telling yourself if you were feeling positive, if you were feeling inspired, and if you were feeling like, I am going to go after this, I want this so much, I'm going to make it happen. So let me give you, in case you're somebody that it was the physical issue or even the job issue, I'll give you a couple of ideas. I'll use that one example. What I used to tell myself was when I really was just being kind of a procrastinator, or what I call lazy, which there is no such thing as lazy. It's usually you're nervous or scared underneath that. I would tell myself, well, I don't really want that anyway, or I can figure out another way to do that. So on the right-hand column, when I got really serious about something, I wrote, I do care about this, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. You see that, how you make that shift? So this is really, I'm talking about, this is mindset. This is your attitude towards it. It has you either not doing it at all or saying, well, it's too hard, that sort of thing. The right-hand column just shoves all that out with your powerful language that makes a difference for you. So in terms of one of those health goals, let's say that the issue was, well, it's just not going to work out. I don't have the money right now. Then in that right-hand column, you'd say, so I can figure out a way to do this. I will figure out a way to do this. So maybe you do something that isn't a gym membership. Maybe it's just you even kill two birds with one stone, and you say, well, there's some people I really can't wait to hang out with. I miss them so much, and I'm going to figure out a way where I can go out and do some body movement with them and get to be with my people again. See how that works? Complete shift. Think about that left-hand column, the right-hand column. If you've been living with your life being governed by that left-hand column, that's probably why you're not feeling as fulfilled as you've been feeling. So now that you're clear on that, whenever you're looking at changing your attitude, changing your approach that reflects, I wonder how I can accomplish these things. These are really wise tips that I'm offering you, but there's still something missing. Because you can know these things, you can know them while you're sitting on your couch not making anything happen, or You can apply them once you've done what? So I want you to bring to mind right now, think about one of those things that you really, really said, this will really matter to me. When I was sitting there during COVID feeling like I'm living more from what I am not able to do, if only I could, I can't wait till we're free again until I can do this. I want you to bring that to mind right now. And all you have to do is commit to it. And how do we do that? I want you to pick that thing. You got that thing in your mind? Now I want you to just make a promise to yourself. Just make a promise that you're going to make that happen. And especially when it gets tough, but say this to yourself right now, but I want you to say it again over and over and over again in the moments when you don't feel like it in the future, because I know if you put this into action, you can get started today on this. But it could be tough, right? Those reasons for not doing it are going to come back. All you have to do then is remember how you're going to feel when you make that thing happen. How are you going to feel when you have that job that's really fulfilling? How are you going to feel when you can move your body and do the things that you've been missing for the last year because you let go of some of that pandemic weight? I know you can do this. So what are you willing to make a promise to yourself about today? Let me know how you make out. You can get in touch with me. You can see on my website, leodaskalki.com. And also, if you're struggling a little bit, I want to know what's going on for you too. What are you telling yourself so you can switch things and start to live from that right-hand column? Take care.